When animals eat their owners.
How you doing? How you doing? Coming in and sit on down because today we're talking about pets eating their owners. I don't know why we're necessarily doing this. It's just been kind of a topic here at Meat Studios. I just thought it's been fast.
It's been a topic at Meat Studios. You're just going to work. Hey, what are we gonna make a video about when, you know, people eat their owners? What about that? How many animals have eaten their fucking owners? How, like, is that a common occurrence? Maybe with dogs or cats, if you just keel over and die. I've heard of I didn't know the person, but I knew a person who died, and their cats ate them, like, one of their entire legs off. Because they had like 3 cats and they were dead for like 2 days before somebody found them, and then the cats ate them. But they never really kill you, right? Your pets usually wait for you to die, unless you have like a tiger or something, and then they'll eat you. So will your dog after a period of time. Less likely than a cat. But a cat will almost immediately eat you. Like, they won't even wait. Like, you'll be like dying and they might start snacking on you.
I thought, why not make a video and indulge you on some of the conversations that we've been having here at the studios? Why would a pet eat one of its owners, right? Well, the answer is simple. They're animals. Typically, no matter how much of a bond you have with your pet, when they get hungry, they will revert back to their animal instincts and eat their owners to survive. I've heard this a lot too.
Well, that was just a shitty dog from the Dog Whisperer show. Do I think my dog would eat me? Chat, do you think Daisy would eat me? If this becomes a video, editor, throw up a picture of Daisy. Do you think my dog would eat me? I think she'd give it a week. Oh my God, that's so sad. Wait, my dog would eat me. But if she wouldn't kill me, she would eat me if she was starving. I'd do the same. I would never kill my dog, but if I'm in an apocalypse and my dog dies, I'd eat her. To stay alive, she's already dead, you know? That's a very fair thing to say. I don't think, okay, for the people saying, what the fuck, I think I'm being perfectly logical right now. I gave you guys this scenario with a human, and I had less of a backlash that I'm getting right now from you guys, okay? About 2-3 months ago, we had the conversation on you and your friend are in the woods and one of you dies, would you eat them? And most of you said yes, okay? So now that we're talking about a dog, it's an entirely different story, and now this is sick that I'm saying this. I would never kill and eat my dog, okay? But if we're in an apocalypse, I'm starving, and my dog dies, I'm eating my dog. She's going to eat me. Would I not be able to do it originally? Oh, for sure. It would be hard, right? It wouldn't just be like eating chicken. I would be crying. But to survive, and you guys could say, that's a perfectly reasonable thing to say. And for you guys that are like, I would never eat Mr. Fluffles. Yes, the fuck you would. You dumb fuck. I wanted to be more mean, but I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. You're an idiot and you would. Okay? You're saying you wouldn't? You're starving. Most of you in chat have never been starving. Okay? And then Mr. Fluffles dies conveniently, and you go, I'm gonna eat him, right? And you do that. I mean, let's be real, okay? We had this same damn conversation 3 months ago talking about you and your best friend. Most of you guys said you would eat me. So get the fuck out of here. Nah, I'm actually pressed now. I remember having this conversation 3 months ago, and most of you guys, I remember saying me in a chatter, and most of you said you would eat me in a scenario where you were fucking starving. So get the fuck out of here. Oh, I'm not going to eat a dog. Oh, but you would eat me. If I'm in an apocalypse, I don't want anybody to kill me, but if I die, eat me. I'm dead. What do you mean? What the fuck? That's disrespectful. You're dead. I don't understand this shit. Where it's like, where people are like, I need this, and this. I'm going to say this, right? Whatever the hell you want to have done with your body when you die is up to you, okay? But I'm dead, right? Fucking throw me in a goddamn fire, okay? Cremate my ashes, flush them down the fucking toilet. For all I give a shit. I'm dead, right? I don't exist anymore. I'm gone, right? What's the shit? I need these flowers here, and I need this here, and this here, and this here. Why are people so damn picky? You're not there for the fucking funeral. Your soul is watching. Okay, that's why I'm not going to sit here. Like, if you want to have this, and that at your fucking funeral, fine. But, like, I don't want to put that. I don't want to put $45,000 in extra fees on my fucking family when I'm dead. You know what I mean? You would eat Brooke? I wouldn't be able to do that. No. I think if I was starving, dude, I mean, I'm gonna be a very upfront person. I love my dog, but in a scenario where I'm starving, it would be way easier to eat my dog than a human, right? What? Would you eat me? I don't know. I don't want it. Dude, what are you guys get? You guys are just trying to get me fucking scenarios where I'm gonna say I would eat a person. That's what you guys are doing. I know you, chat, I know, I don't know you individually, but I know what you guys do, and you're just trying to lead me down a fucking path where I'd go, oh yeah, I'd fucking eat somebody, and then you're gonna go, what? No, I would never kill my dog, I would never want to eat a person, bro. I'm saying if you're starving and your dog's already fucking dead, and you didn't kill him, they just died of natural causes, yeah, you're gonna fucking eat him. Same thing, your dog's gonna fucking eat you. Moving on.
Cats are very notorious for as soon as you're dead.
What's the best part of a human? I would assume a calf. Now stop. Now you're getting me off on a tangent here. Moving on.
They're going to eat you immediately. If anything, don't they say that cats are always wanting to eat you, but they're like too big or something? I think.
Yeah, you're too big for them to eat you.
Hold on a second. Allison will know this. Hey, Allison.
Hey.
You know how cats will eat their owners after they're dead, just like immediately? Is it also the thing where don't cats also want to kill and eat their owners already when they're alive?
No, they also don't always eat their owner when they're die. They'll wait till they're hungry.
That kind of throws a wrench in what I just said. Okay. Well, no. All right. Well, I'm glad I asked you because the people would have been mad that I'm wrong.
Okay.
I think it depends on the cat. I've met some pretty mean cats, and I think Daisy would wait a week. I think Daisy would get a little hungry, right? She might start at my feet, right? She might nibble me down a little bit. I think she'd wait to eat my face. I hope she would wait to eat my face. That would be upsetting if she ate my face first. I don't know. And then, see, this is contradicting what I'm just saying where I'm like, I'm dead, I don't care. But, you know, just out of respect for me, you know, you could eat me. I'd be like, Daisy, you could eat me, you know, but can you wait? Like, eat my face last.
It is very common for dogs to be gentle and protective around newly deceased people. Not my dogs, dude. Tugboat. He would immediately go.
Tugboat? His dog's named Tugboat? Yeah, that's actually so funny.
There wouldn't be a slight hesitation. First responders have stated, quote, their dogs would leave them alone, hover near them, or even try to protect them. There are exceptions to this rule, like an incident that took place in 1997, when a man in his 30s took his own life in his house.
Yeah, I heard about this, and a German Shepherd ate its whole face.
The police entered the scene to find a friendly German Shepherd minding his own business. Upon bringing the dog along with him, the dog began to vomit his owner's skin, hair, and blood only 45 minutes after he passed. Dude, you better believe that dead guy would have been finger licking good, dude. Big old buck.
I think it's different if you have blood showing for a dog, as crazy as it is. If you're near your dog, you have a heart attack and die, I think they don't eat you immediately. You shoot yourself and you're bleeding. You ever have a cut around your dog? Oh, their eyes fucking widen, dude. You ever have a cut around your dog or like a nosebleed? Like I remember I had a nosebleed start dripping on the floor. Oh my God, dude, you thought my dog would think it's a slurp juice. Jesus Christ, she was fucking licking the floor like more than when I drop fucking anything on the floor, dude. Just fucking just freaking out over that shit.
Yeah, like fingers, toes, something like that. A toe would be devious. A devious toe? No way. It is common for dogs to lick a deceased owner in order to wake them up. When the attempt fails, they often panic. The licking can soon turn to biting to the point of drawing blood. I want you to
to try and get them to wake up.
Wake up, dude. Damn.
That'd be my dogs, Teddy and Max.
Yeah, your dogs.
I would be devoured.
They have eaten people before. Your dog looks like a human being. According to Dr. Carolyn Rondo from the UCL Institute of Archaeology, this could trigger an instinctive behavior, resulting in more wounding and eventually consumption of human tissue. And it is common for feeding to start at the face and neck before moving to the chest and after.
No. I mean, yeah, it's the exposed body part.
Start with a nice face, a nice neck. Maybe some titties, soft tissue, easy to bite into. Like I said, finger licking good.
I watched a documentary where hyenas ate this elephant's hole first because his skin was too thick.
I would do the exact same, dude. In a situation where there's sense of weakness, there's a hierarchical shift that may provoke an attack. And of course, if animals were confined without an owner for long enough, they are left with no choice but to eat them to stay alive.
See, that makes sense. If I was dead for like a day.
Dude, if I was dead and my dog was trapped, I'd be like, get at me, dude. Survive while you can. Because at some point, someone's going to be like, what the, hopefully something, yeah, my ass, people would be like, man, I haven't heard from him. Good. With all this in mind, let's talk about some of the crazy incidents of pets eating their owners. It's a positive video for the day. Oh my God. Starting off with rodent.
Remember when Joe said he would eat a baby even if he's not starving? I never said that. Now you're just making shit up. You're a shitty chatter and I'm banning you.
Creates a nest out of human remains. Nice title. There are a few recorded cases of rodents, namely hamsters, being especially gruesome when faced with the
Hamsters?
Would not expect that of a hamster. If I'm being honest, or should they be?
No, I would. You remember when we watched that video where hamsters were mauling that cockroach? Hamsters are vicious.
Cages? Do people let their hamsters roam free?
I at least let my hamster roam free.
You're the smelly kid, dude. You're definitely the f***ing smelly kid in school. He smells like a ferret. In one case, a 43-year-old woman had passed away while her golden hamster was out of his cage. When the police entered the home, they found that the woman's face had several tissue defects. In a nearby drawer, the hamster had created a makeshift nest using hair, skin, and muscle fragments. Oh, I tell you what, though, that is f***ing awesome. Well, I don't need this anymore, do you, Mother? Mother, do you need your cheekbones anymore? Your teeth?
You know, it would have been sick if they opened the drawer and it was just her face.
Oh, yeah, they open the drawer and it's just her face like this.
Oh, like perfectly cut out.
Wasn't that fucking The hamster had also been gnawing on the skull of the victim in order to grind its front teeth down to acquire calcium. Easily accessible parts of the woman, like the face and arms, were being devoured over time. We cannot show this picture. And in another case of rodents, a woman in her late 70s was found dead in her home from pneumonia. She lived alone with her golden hamster. What the f is up with golden hamsters, dude? She lived alone with her golden hamster.
I feel like hamsters are almost always in their cage, though.
Which we're quickly finding out are just little demons, who now had to fend for itself. The hamster began slowly eating the woman's body, and when police arrived, she was found with
Well, yeah, dude, they're just like cuter rats.
both hands amputated and missing a large amount of muscle and soft
Both hands amputated. It bit through the bone?
tissue. That is brutal. When it comes to post-mortem injuries, it is common for homeless people to be victims of rodents. And in one reported instance, a 41-year-old homeless man's body was found injured within an hour of his reported death. Well, dude, that's also street rats. Street rats are basically, I mean, like, I would consider them to be almost
Yeah, like fucking... like mutated zombies, dude. Street rats are like the size of fucking like milk jugs. They're huge.
humans with just how
You ever see a New York City rat? They're fucking big. Like big. Like not all of them are that big, but that's a big ass fucking rat. That's not some shit like dude like maybe 10 of those could kill you.
If this was in New York, have you seen those rats that are like the size of a cat?
Yeah.
I would.
It depends though. Some of them are big. Some
I
of
would.
them are small.
I don't think I could take down a regular rodent like that.
So you couldn't handle 12 if they cornered you?
No.
Yeah, how many of those New York City rats you think you could kill in a fight? Bare hands to the death? 10. I think you take out a bunch of them with a swift kick. But once like 4, 5, 6 of them get on you and they start biting on you and clawing, then you can't really throw them off as quick.
If I was at my house and I was like, I fell down and I can't get up, like life alert button, help me. And I had like, let's say for some reason I had 12 hamsters. Do I think I could overpower 12 hamsters? I mean, imagine one of them bites.
Oh, easily. 12 hamsters? Yeah. 12 hamsters, you chuck them, dude. They're like baseballs. You throw them at a fucking wall and they die. I mean, like, a rat, a New York City rat's got grit. A New York City rat's had struggle. They felt pain. And they know what it's like, you know? They're gonna fucking eat you alive. A New York City rat. Those things, you throw it against a wall, it's just gonna get back up.
Your ankle, and then bite your neck. It's gonna turn to one of those situations. I could see myself easily folding to 12 hamsters.
A street rat stole my wallet at gunpoint. No, but you walk into an alleyway, you start hearing. Boom, 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 boom. You turn over, it's just like 5 rats. One of them's wearing a fucking black fedora, smoking a cigarette.
Vogel, a 30-year-old German man, died after his pet black widow spider named Bettina
Okay, who the fuck has a pet black widow spider?
bit him. Dude, why the fuck do people need to have bugs as pets? I know there's going to be some weird
I didn't even know people had black widows as pets.
weird ass people being like, my spider would never do that to me, or my horde of grasshoppers in my closet. As we're gonna have, so we definitely have some bug fans, dude.
My nephew's a bug fan. He's got spiders and
He has pet spiders. Cut that out. Cut
I would own a centipede. I think centipedes are really cool.
it out.
mantises.
Put the man.
Or roly-polies. I love roly-polies.
The man was known to be reclusive as well as an avid collector of insects and reptiles. And watch out. Like I said, I got nipped that in the bud quick. According to spider experts, Kogel was in possession of creatures that should never be allowed in a private home.
Yeah, I don't know why you would own a black widow spider. Like, aren't those obscenely poisonous?
That's something you like to hear. It was discovered that the man owned a boa constrictor. Oh, God, I could never. If I went into somebody's house and had a boa constrictor, I would Sudoku myself. And then the snake would eat me, and then I would actually be in hell. A boa constrictor, poisonous frogs, why? And 200 spiders. Dude. 200! Some of which are described as, quote, the equivalent of a pit bull in the animal. Some of which were described as the equivalent of a pit bull in the animal world. What does that mean? Are they saying that one
They're aggressive.
individual spider is as dangerous as a pit bull?
Vicious, aggressive.
It's as aggressive as a 90-pound pit bull. It's like on my face. After 1 to 2 weeks, the police had entered his apartment after receiving reports from his neighbors about a terrible smell. I always wondered that one time when I was younger, my neighbor, I think I was too young to comprehend it, but I was like, what is that smell from his house or whatever? I thought that he moved. I think he died in his house.
No, he smelled his dead body.
And I complained to my parents, and they're like, oh, it's probably whatever. Leave him alone. And then, yeah, it turned out he died. But I don't know if it was his body or not. Or it could have been sewage, Nick. I'm not sure. It was probably his dead body. According to the police spokesperson, it was like a horror movie. His corpse was over the sofa. What they found was Vogel on the sofa, completely covered in spider webs that were coming out of every orifice on
No.
his... I said every orifice. Were coming out of every orifice in his body. Like, leaned up his ass. They're like... Oh my word. It was determined that Vogel was bitten by a black widow spider, leading to his death. Pieces of him were ripped off by reptiles, some stuck hanging from tarantula webs.
Did all of his pets just kind of roam the fucking grounds with him?
How do you even approach a f***ing crime scene like that? If you go inside and you see like a boa constrictor has obviously eaten part of his body, there's like poisonous frogs walking around, you not light a match and just let the place burn at that point? Or how about we talk about the organ farmer who was eaten by his own pigs? Pigs are scary, dude. In 2012, 69-year-old Terry Vance Gardner went to feed his pigs, but never returned. Several hours later, a family member went looking for him and found him dead in pig stalls. All that remained was his scattered body parts and loose pair of dentures. Due to the state of his body, it was determined that the several pigs he owned had eaten him. It was noted that Gardner's pigs were
Yeah, but pigs are known to eat people if you die.
much larger than average U.S. pigs, weighing in at 700 pounds apiece.
Wow.
Those are giant pigs. There were suspicions that one of the pigs had intentionally knocked over and killed Terry, intentionally due to the prior event where the pigs had bitten him. So wait, they're saying that this is like straight
They
animal
held a grudge.
farm. The pigs caused a coup. They're like looking at each other like. A district attorney, however, states that a heart attack or other medical emergency was likely the cause of the man's death. Due to the state of Gardner's remains, there was no way to tell what actually caused his death. What do you think, Nick? Do you think pig conspiracy or do you think heart attack?
I think it was pig.
You
I think
actually-
the wife was like, "Is that pig? Is he behind it?"
It's him. It's that pig that killed. How dare you? Or we talk about a man who was eaten by 3 dogs. In 2020, the Philadelphia Police Department entered the house of a 67-year-old man who had been missing and unresponsive for days. We're already starting to see a pattern. If you're past the age of 60, you need to stop owning all these animals. You need to just, none of that. At a certain age, they're just like, oh, you had your time with them, you're done. The man owned 3 large cane Corso
Oh, no, dude. He probably got eaten to the bone.
bull mastiff mixed dogs, 2 of which were not even a year old. He just had these giant dogs. According to the brother-in-law, the dogs were not known to be aggressive. Oh yeah? According to the victim's brother-in-law, quote, we looked at the side
And
window.
then what happens? Do they put the dog down or does it get transferred to another owner? See, that's the problem with like, even if it's a nice dog, like say chat 20, 30 years from now, your mom or dad dies and their pet, like it's a pet that you like, right? Like you've been around them. It's a nice dog, but then it eats your mom. I don't think I'd be able to own the dog. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be able to like be like, you ate my mother, you know?
And we see him lying in the bed, and his face
That's a hard situation.
was all pinkish. It had been reported that the house was ransacked with the dogs in an
Oh, they're required to put him down? Really?
attempt to find food. As a last act of desperation, they began feeding on the owner's body. Also, are they trying to say too that they ate his face and it was like this the muscle fiber of his face? Brutal, dude. At the same time, like we said though before, if they were my puppers, feed away. Or in 2006, a 54-year-old woman from New York was eaten whole by her 2 pet dogs. Not even just the face, her entire body. That's fun. The neighbor of the
Oh, her
victim
bones.
had alerted the police after entering the home to find human bones on the floor. Oh, these photos, Nick. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Where there's actual photos of it?
Can we show these?
I mean, it's not gory.
Oh.
Okay, here's the pictures.
I don't know.
What they
I don't know.
found was a house filled with animal feces,
Yeah, I'm not showing that.
empty bags of dog food, and scattered bone shards. There was a mass
It's just human bones all over the ground.
of human hair, dentures, and various clothing near the remains. Much like coyotes or wolves, dogs will scatter the
Oh, there's poop everywhere.
It seemed that approximately 1 month had gone by after the woman died, leaving the Chow and Labrador mix
An entire month alone?
confined to a small space in the house. Images taken revealed that there were large empty bags of dog food that were tore open on the floor. There was no
Wow, so the dogs actually got into the food first.
water source visible, meaning the dogs likely were forced to drink out of the toilet. Although they were trapped for a long time, there was no odor or decomposition stains surrounding the house, suggesting that the consumption of the human body occurred quickly after death.
So,
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
question: what happens with these dogs? Do they get put down?
You would
That's what I'm saying.
assume they have to put them down.
Yeah, I would assume there's a rule where if like a dog does eat a person, it has, by whatever means, it has to get put down. Because then I also think that might change the dog. I would be worried about the dog changing personality, knowing what humans taste like.
I would assume. If someone gets murdered in your house or dies in your house, don't you have to report it when you sell the house? So that'd have to be the same thing with when you adopt them. In 2019, a 57-year-old Freddie Mac from Venice, Texas, was eaten alive by 18 mixed breed dogs. It's kind of racist to say mixed breed, doesn't it? I don't know why. It feels a bit racy. 18 mixed breed dogs, not purebreds. Catch the drift. When police arrived at his home, his dogs were in an aggressive state, and a police drone had to be used at some points because of how unruly the dogs were to the police. After days of searching,
Why were there so many dogs? Did he run like a fucking facility?
police were unable to locate Freddy until they came across animal feces in a nearby field, containing traces of
No.
human hair, clothing, and bone fragments. DNA testing later confirmed that these remains belonged to Freddie Mac. And according to the deputy, Aaron Pitts, quote, "Never have we ever, or anyone we've spoken to, heard of an entire human being being consumed." Well, should have got your happy ass up to New York. It happens all the time. Another officer stated, quote, "Our initial reaction was kind of a disbelief because there was just simply nothing left." 2 of the dogs were killed by the others, and 13 of them had to be put down for their aggressive behavior. Out of the 18
Oh, so not all of them got killed.
2 of the dogs were killed by the others, and 13 of them had to be put
2 of the dogs were killed by the others. Wait, what the fuck?
down for their aggressive behavior. Out of the 18 dogs, only 3 were friendly enough to be put up for adoption. So maybe they do put them up for adoption.
And those dogs may have eaten him.
Well, there you go.
How do you sell those dogs?
Maybe the 3 puppers that did survive and that were kind, maybe they didn't indulge.
Like, oh, we got pedigree right here, a lot of it.
Oh, I don't care.
I mean, guys, we have kibble here. Do we really need to eat him? I mean, he would give us treats now and again. Oh, God, you're eating his dick. Oh.
Or we can talk about cats eating their owners, right? Because similar to dogs, cats have also been known to eat the dead remains of humans. In one case, a man in his early 30s took his own life after overdosing on prescription medication. The man owned 10 cats who slowly feasted on his face and body right down to the bone. This is so much more weird when it's cats. Dogs, it's like, you know, watching a dog eat dog food, you're just like, you just know you're like, terrible. Cats are very delicate. So like thinking of like a cat, like,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a dog eating you would be like a big, and they would just rip off a piece and eat it, and it would seem more like, I don't know, naturally animalistic, whereas like a cute cat eating a human.
slowly chewing on a face. I don't know why that's so much more worse to me. Tiny mouths, but I think it's just how meticulous, how long it would take. So for it to go all the way down to the bone.
Yeah, I feel like a dog could eat you real quick.
you know how long the guy had to have sit there? You know what I mean? That'd be one thing where I was like, dude, you can eat my body.
And cats can determine when they want to stop eating. Like you can leave food out for a cat. You can't really leave food out for dogs. They'll just keep eating until they fucking vomit.
Days later, he was found with parts of his body completely defleshed. According to a study on post-mortem injuries, there were injuries present on the head, neck, right upper arm, and the soft tissues including the tongue, larynx, upper half of the esophagus, thyroid gland, neck, and right upper limb musculature were missing. Man, dude, the tongue, they went into his mouth and gonna start eating the tongue. In a horrific turn of events, the drugs inside the man's system spread to every single cat that feasted on his remains. And in the end, all 10 cats were dead from lethal intake of drugs.
No! He OD'd, they ate him, and then they OD'd.
That must be testament to how much drugs were in his system. We talked about reptiles a little bit. Let's talk about lizards. Because in 2002, 42-year-old Ronald Huff was killed and eaten by 7 of his 6-foot monitor lizards. It's 7 of them. Where do you keep them? Where do you keep 7 6-foot-long
Somewhere in Florida.
lizards, bro? His neighbor and his friend Jeff Wildonger, great name, stated that Ronald often let his monitor lizards roam free in his apartment, keeping his apartment as hot as possible to accommodate them. This is a f***ing Junji Ito horror manga. Like a person being like, God, the hallway was so hot, and there's like humidity coming from this guy's door, like your neighbor's door. You like knock on the door,
He just keeps the AC at like 85.
opens it. Hello. Huff's past boss admitted that he was once shown bite marks inflicted on him by his pet lizard. So he's even going to work. He works at Walmart, and he's just like, check it out, dude. Gabriel is just so bitey this week.
Gabriel's being a little bit aggressive, and then the next day he doesn't fucking show up to work. I would immediately assume he got eaten.
Which is a big deal since monitor lizards carry bacteria in their mouths that can lead to blood infections if bitten. How convenient. It appeared that after being bitten a week or so prior, he ended up dying from a staph infection that likely led to organ failure. After the smell from the apartment reached Jeff's bathroom next door, he alerted the police, who promptly entered the apartment. Ronald's corpse, propped up by the front door, was being devoured by his 7 lizards, who were covered in Ronald's blood.
Well, I was going to say also, lizards just swallow shit like whole sometimes.
It's almost like setting up that scene almost as if he was like trying to escape or something. Passed out and like went unconscious. Oh my God, these lizards too. Jeff, who watched the scene unfold, stated that, quote, his cheeks had been eaten off and his molars were where his ears should be. They had eaten his face, eaten his hands, and they actually had eaten into his abdomen and had eaten some of his internal organs. Strangely enough, his neighbor spent the next night creating an illustration of what he had witnessed. What?
Wait, the neighbor witnessed this and then drew that? That's what he saw? Imagine walking into your fucking neighbor's house and seeing lizards eat your friend alive.
You know what's up too, what I hate about this is that he makes the lizard in the front bottom right looks pretty cute. Like he's just like, I don't know, I was hungry. You know what I mean? Also, he really got the Lynx tapestry
Yeah, the cat painting for
up
some
on his
reason.
wall. He's like, but he did have a really cool, like, wild jungle cat tapestry on the wall. Just had to put that out there. While the lizards were transferred to the zoos, one was ultimately euthanized due to being incredibly aggressive, often running towards people with his mouth open. Good God. It also shows with this drawing how that imagery was just...
Why are you even allowed to own these animals? I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to own something that could just fucking maul you like that. I mean, people own dogs, but I don't know. I feel like that's different. That's like a domesticated animal versus a fucking lizard.
Let's talk about pet hippos. But they do look cute, especially when they do that little... their ears. 40-year-old Army Major Marius Els was bitten to death by his 1.2-ton hippo he named Humphrey.
Well, the only benefit there is that's probably a very quick death. A hippo probably bites you in half.
Go ahead, and I want to say that me saying was bitten to death feels like the wrong verbiage. He was mauled to death by his 1.2-ton hippo he named Humphrey, which is a great hippo name. Humphrey the hippo. His body was found... I think Humphrey's a better camel name, though.
Because of the hump.
Well, his body was found submerged in the river where Humphrey was rescued as a baby. Yeah, literally, he's just like...
Yeah, because he won't eat you. They'll just fuck you up and leave you because they don't eat fucking meat, which is also even more crazy. I feel like that it's like more of a disrespect, you know? Like if you're going to kill me, you might as well eat me type shit.
Marius adopted the 5-month-old hippo after he became too big to...
Wow, little hippos are so cute, though. Look at him. Look at him. He's just a little hippo. He's all slippery.
Take care of by his original owners. Oh, good. So it's just people pass around a hippo. That's fun. Marius claimed that, quote, Humphrey's like a son to me. He's just like a human. And another quote, there's a relationship between me and Humphrey. That's what some people don't understand. Okay, so this guy is kind of like psychotic. He has to. He's like not all the way there. Okay. He regarded the hippo as a lovable and gentle giant. But this is not the first time Humphrey had lashed out against a human. Earlier that same year, a 52-year-old man and his 7-year-old grandson spent 2 hours in a tree after being chased by Humphrey while
Holy
canoeing in a
shit.
river that was on Marius's property. The two tried screaming and clapping their hands, but this just enraged Humphrey. Ah! Ah! The Hitler's just like, you get out of here. Eventually, Marius used an apple to lure Humphrey away from the tree, and
An apple.
the two were able to safely get away. I like that's all you needed. He's like, Humphrey. Okay, he's such a gentle creature. Humphrey also murdered calves that belonged to Marius's business partner. Full calves, how fun. He also frequently broke out of his enclosure and chased golfers around at a local golf club, which does sound
I feel like the fucking state would put this thing down, dude.
like a funny early 2000s movie where a guy's like, it's my pet hippo, but this would be horrifying. Marius claimed that the sound of his voice would lure Humphrey back home. And then for Marius to then have been
And
mauled
then also get eaten alive.
to death by Humphrey. He didn't even eat him. He
Or yeah,
just
not even eaten alive, just chomped and then thrown to the side.
left him in the river to drown. This is all I gotta say. I hope Humphrey was able to return to his river home. All right. I don't think the two people that didn't know that he was there and the golfers, I'm glad they're all safe. Marius, you goofed up.
He loved him. Almost in a sexual way.
You think he...
It kind of sounded like it. You just don't understand, Mari.
You never know, dude, with people that have those eccentric stuff. Like I read this, or I listened to this interview about a guy who had like a sexual relationship with a dolphin. He was like a trainer at like
What?
a zoo or something like that, or like an aquarium. He was having a sexual relationship, and he got caught and he was fired. But he wrote a book about it. In conclusion, it's a gruesome reminder that inside every cute little animal and every
He was a trainer that was fucking a dolphin.
little pupper and little
Oh, butterball turkey incident.
fur baby out there is it's an animal. It's survival. And in any case, animals will get any opportunity to basically, over. And it's especially, they might love you in the moment, but those hunger pains start coming in, they're going to eat whatever they can. Animals are a dangerous thing, and they're to be taken seriously. And no matter how many weird TikToks or Instagram reels you see of how cute some of these things might be, you better be warned.
You gotta keep in mind, dude. Either some of them are capable of killing you, or if you die, they will eat you. All right, W fucking stream chat. We're gonna call that there.